Good evening, Reefers. How is everyone doing?
Hey, how are we?
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, doing good, thank you. We've got a lot of people in tonight, I think. We've had a lot of chatting, a lot of comments, that's for sure. And it's been a busy week. Harry and I have, had a busy 3 days, I think it ended up being.
It was a busy one, for sure.
You were there as well on Saturday, weren't you, Liam? Was it Saturday? It was Saturday, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday.
Yeah. So
family day
Definitely
out.
the busier day of the two, the Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah, the footage I saw from Sunday, it was a lot more peaceful. That's one way of putting it.
Yeah, definitely. It did. There was a reasonable amount of people, and they seemed to hang around most of that. I think the people that came on Sunday came for the last minute bargains.
Yeah.
So they might have turned up at 11, but they were there until close to try and go around and get some bargains in.
We didn't do that, did we, Steve?
I wasn't buying coral, so I was all right.
No, me either.
You didn't buy any coral, Steve?
I might have bought some.
I was going to say, I struggled to believe that. Yeah.
Yeah. I did buy a few, but we'll go through that in a minute. Let's just see who is with us this evening. So we have Chris from Reefing Mad.
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Forum,
Chris.
and let me put that. I'll find it. There we go. Put that banner on the bottom there.
Ah, lovely.
And then we have, of course, John Wright.
There
Good
he
evening,
is.
John. It's great seeing
John
you
boy.
at the show. Who else do we have in here with us? Terry Teckers. Good evening, Terry.
Terry.
We have Ryan with us.
Hey, Ryan.
Dan is with us as well. Good evening, Dan.
Evening, Dan.
Dan?
We have James with us as well. Good evening.
Hello.
Who else? Ryan. Good evening, Ryan. Terry's with us. Good evening, Terry.
Hey.
Lee. How you doing?
D.
Anthony is with us as well. Good evening. Graham. We met at the weekend,
Hello,
I think.
Graham.
Aquarium Adventures. Good evening.
What a cool
Hope you're
guy.
doing well.
He was really nice.
Yes. Yeah. Hope you've recovered from all of the fun and games and filming, and it was a busy weekend. Who else is in here? There's a lot of people talking to one another. Good evening, Matt and Roxanne.
Hello, guys.
Doing well. Good evening, Neil.
Neil, how's it going?
Evening, Harry.
Harry West.
Good evening, Dave.
Baby Dave.
Hey.
Good evening, Jazz.
Hello, Jazz.
Hello, Jasmine.
Hello, Jasmine.
Parry. Good evening, Peter.
Harry.
Yeah.
We have Aquatic Elements with us as well. Good evening.
Hello. How you doing?
Reefy Reese is with us.
Hey.
Hey, Reese.
Of course, Amanda is with us as well. Good evening. We have Jamie.
Hey, Jamie.
Well, we're getting near the end. We've got Yarrick with us as well.
Yarrick.
And Ron. Good evening,
there
Ron.
He is. I met Ronald.
He's taller than you think, isn't he?
Yeah. He is.
Yeah.
And he's got ears. That's the thing that always surprises me. You always see him with these headphones on. You never see him, so it's kind of a surprise to see his ears. It wouldn't be a live stream talking about flow without Mark. Good
There
evening,
he
Mark.
is. Hello, Mark.
Hello.
Good to see you at the weekend.
Who else have I got? Everyone? No, Lee. Good evening, Lee. Sporting
Lee.
the orange cable. Thank you very much. Right, we're nearly there. Good evening, Anna.
Hey, Anna.
We have the 44 tonner. I think I
That
might
new
know
one?
who that is.
Okay.
That might be their
Another
account of theirs.
Okay, cool.
Good evening, Mo.
Hey, Mo.
Hey, Mo.
And we're caught up. Good.
Lovely.
So, Aqua.
Mm.
What'd you get, Liam?
Loads of shit.
Did you?
Yeah. I just went running around stores. Oh, that's nice. The tank's finally on the other side, so I've got a bit of coral growth. I've got a bit of health-looking corals. So it's sort of all systems go. I've been waiting for the last sort of 7-8 months for corals to be able to live in the tank. So, yeah, I was really looking forward to Aqua. I had a really great day. I've got elegance, I've got some zoas, I've got gonnies, I've got SPS, I've got a reef mat, a really good deal from Lynx Aquatics. They
Nice.
did a 15% off, I think it was, offer a reef mat, which knocked 52 quid off the price. It's
Wow.
Yeah, there were definitely some good deals to be had.
Yeah, couldn't say no to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it really cheap day out as well. It only cost me 20 quid for the whole day, all the corals. So yeah.
Seen Jazz's comment. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, so did I. I didn't think she was still watching, but yeah, 20 quid for the whole day.
Yeah.
Amazing the deals you could get there. That was that
Brilliant.
50 quid off that brought it down at 20 quid. It would have been 70 quid.
Exactly. Yeah.
Good evening, Jay. It was great to see
Hey,
you and
Jay,
Paul
nice
to see
at Aqua. And apparently,
Decided to
44
only go on
tonner.
Sunday.
Yeah. 44 tonner is Ipswich Reefer.
Okay. Hello.
Good evening, Emmett.
Good evening.
Somewhere in here, I thought I saw her. Was it Emma? But maybe my eyes tricked me and it was Emmett, not Emma. Never mind.
Hello, Emma, if you are here.
Yeah. Harry, what did you buy?
Nothing. I got a few corals. And then I won a book at the TMC stand, which was nice. Haven't had a chance to have a look at it yet. But yeah, I got 4 different corals, which I will showcase in my video in about 6 months' time when I actually have some time to edit it. It was a really, really good weekend. The quality of some of the stands there as well, we were discussing before we went live, really, really impressed. And the stuff that I saw, you're just not seeing it like in your LFS, because of course these are LFSs from all around the country, all congregating in one place, and you're just going to see the best of the best.
Yeah, there was some phenomenal things. I kept calling it Colorado, but it was Chicago.
Chicago, yeah, that was right.
That
Was it
anemone was
that? Yeah,
that then split.
very impressive. That then split. Yeah.
wow. Yeah, there was a big group of people around that stand first thing Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And the guys on the stand were gutted because they'd had that anemone in his tank for 6 months or more and nothing happened, and then brought it to the show and it split. And but after they sold it.
So did the gentleman get both?
I believe so, yes. If that had been me, I would have gone back to him and said, hey, do you want to buy one back off me? And
half price. Yeah.
Then sell it to someone else at the store. I could have sold it again. There's so many people coming over to look at it.
Yeah, it caught my eye, definitely. It was I've never seen one in the UK. It's beautiful, really nice.
Yeah, I still don't know whether I could bring myself to put one in the tank.
I've gotten an anemone in the tank now.
Okay.
But it's not a bubble tip.
Yeah, okay.
We'll see.
I had one in my tank, but it made its way into the sump on its own. It ended up actually in my filter sock. I couldn't find it. I was looking for about a week. I was like, I don't know where it's gone. I've looked everywhere. And then, looked inside. I went to clean the filter sock. And I'm like, what the hell is that in the bottom of my filter sock? It was the anemone.
Oh, dear.
I picked it up, put it back in the tank, and it was fine. And then, another it stayed pretty still after that. I bet it thought I ain't doing that again. But yeah, it stayed pretty stationary after that for quite some time, and then just melted away to nothing.
Oh,
Bizarrely,
So-
I don't know what went wrong with it.
I had a beautiful long tentacle purple anemone for quite a while. Then moved house. It got upset and it just decided to inflate itself to a balloon and went straight into a wave maker. And that was it. Gone.
yeah, I reckon that's why the Chicago did split, because it's stress, isn't it? They split either if they're really happy or really a little bit miffed off.
Yes. Yes, we've got a few more joined us as well. Good evening, Elisa.
Hello, Elisa.
Good evening, Fish Ventura.
Hey,
We have So Reef with us as well.
it's a new one
And
for me, I think.
yes, yeah, it's a new one for me as well. I thought
Evening.
I'd seen another, but no, I haven't seen another one. So I kind of had a big shopping list of things I wanted to buy. I was lucky enough at one point to find Steve-O, the Exodus fish. And I went and took it back in to Steve Fox, and he went, "Oh, what should we give you as a prize? What do you need?" And I said, "I need 2 Stratton Pro 204s." He didn't give me any though.
Oh, tight.
But he did give me some amazing Nios food. I'll put it away now. Some amazing Nios food, which was great. And yeah,
Is that
a
the
lot of
gold
fun.
pods?
You got a few tubs, didn't you? They were quite.
No, it was the pellet stuff, like aloe.
Okay.
So let me grab them. They're right next to me.
And so I've not seen the pellet food yet.
They're like
assuming they're
smaller
they're
pots,
pellets.
I believe.
So there is wild goji.
Yeah.
What's this one? True algae. And sweet aloe.
Nice.
Okay. So I like the Nios products, but I tried the gold pods with the soap dispensing lid, and it's shit. It just doesn't work.
I think
Good food. I mean, the fish
the
liked
soap
it, but-
dispensary thing doesn't work, but the food, because I tried it, but it didn't have the squirty nozzle, and I thought they were really good.
Yeah. No, the fish loved it. It's
Good. I also had a chance to speak with Steve on the Exeter stand about the little screw that went missing up here where that light bracket goes on. There's a little screw that tightens up to stop it from moving. One of mine's missing. Not a clue why or where it went. So I said to him, is there anywhere I can get one of these from? He's like, message me and I'll send you one. And it arrived today in this box, filled to the brim with packing chips. And then the screw was just in this little fold of cardboard. It was just a tiny little screw. So he's having a bit of fun with that. But yeah, it's really good to get that. Really good service. And
Absolutely.
I did pick up some coral.
You did.
I was good though. I took 8 corals, I think, and donated them to the frag swap.
Yep.
To clear them out of my tank. So I basically all but 4 of my frags that I wanted to put when I get the new tank want to put in. I took all but those 4 with me and donated all of them for new starters or people who their frag swap didn't turn up or whatever. So they had some there just to give out to people. So I thought I'd earned myself some new coral. And I was really good on the Saturday. The only thing I bought was a blasto. Nice little blasto.
It's a good price as well. It was a bit of a bargain.
Very good price. Yeah.
Fuck.
And yeah, I need to.
I'll play shit on his head.
And then Sunday I went a bit crazy. bought quite a few pieces. Let me see if I can. So there was let me go back to the beginning. There was the Blasto that I got from.
Very nice.
Was it
That's
Rocky
nice.
Reefs? And then a Gonny that I got from Prestige.
Hmm.
The
Dragon Soul as
Favia.
well.
It wasn't a Dragon Soul.
Oh, wasn't it?
I've already got a Dragon Soul.
Okay.
But I got that Favia from Prestige.
Nice.
Then this one, which I made a note of, is a Blue Eye Lithophyton.
Yeah, it was different to what we thought.
I thought, because you said it first, is that a Favia? And I'm like, no, I think it's a Dioceras because it's not round, and we're both wrong.
Yeah.
But I've never
Fungia,
seen
I
one
thought.
before. Yeah, Fungia. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Which came from UK Reefs. Don't know if I said that. And then the last two, I got a Grafted Monty and I think a Cyphastra from Prestige as well.
Prestige as well. Yeah.
On the subject of Prestige Reef, did anyone else buy any raffle tickets? Because I got sold some and I've not heard anything about a raffle yet.
They drew it on the Sunday before it closed. I'm sure that they live streamed it.
Okay.
Did you write like any details in the book of your numbers?
I said to Jamie that my name's Liam. Here's my money.
Yeah.
I obviously didn't win then. That's fine. So, yeah. Just didn't hear anything of it.
Yeah, I'm sure we were, as Harry and I were buying, someone was trying to get Ryan to go and draw the raffle. So I knew that someone was going to draw it. I just don't know what the winners were, but I imagine they'll be on his Facebook or something. I'd have a look on there.
I'll have a look.
You might have won anyway. It might just be the numbers, and you have to.
I don't think I did. Yeah.
What was your favourite stand, both of you? What stood out to you the most?
I think Aquatic Emporium. Crazy
Mhm.
Chinese lady from Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Just a buzz of atmosphere, enthusiasm. Really nice corals that I'd not seen for sale around my end for a long time.
Yeah.
With some lovely corals.
Yeah, look, she had some really nice corals, and I asked a question about a couple of them, and she came over personally and explained her QT
A lot of
process
passion there, isn't there?
and what she does. Yeah, exactly that. And I was really impressed. And yeah, hopefully we'll go and do a brief meet at her shop. I'd love to see what that looks like.
Yeah, I've heard so many stories about the shop. I really want to go and see it. Yeah. There are a few stores that stood out for me. D&D stood out for the number of tanks they had. Definitely.
Yeah.
Red Sea stood out for their lack of tanks. Ryan's stand stood out for the sheer level of organisation behind it. It was running like a very. Did you go last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just almost impossible to buy anything from his stand last year. And
Yeah, I'm glad he went bigger.
It was brilliant. He had
Essentially
more
had
people,
3 counters, didn't he? Rather than just
yeah, it worked much better. It was definitely, he really thought it through of how to lay it out, and so that worked really well. And then there were a couple of like small sellers that they only had a little stand, and they like Raise the Reef was tucked right in the corner by the calf. But they had some really nice pieces and some really great prices in there. So it was
Crazy prices was one of them. I know who you're on about. I got talking to him about those 3 torches that he had.
Yeah.
And he was saying that they're the only ones in the UK and they're £1 million or whatever it was. And tried sort of selling me them that they're going to hold their value, and they always will. And I sort of had the comment back to him of, well, Holy Grail torches were £700 only a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Not really confident with that one, unfortunately. It's
No.
Coral trends are a real thing. They very much go in and out.
Yeah.
Of fashion.
Oh, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful torch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a weird one. The Seachem stand,
So
it was
bizarre.
like their van got lost or
Yeah.
I heard a rumour that the lorry got broken into or something, but
I hope
that
so.
would make
I hope-
sense.
well,
Well.
I don't mean, I don't mean I hope
you
so.
hope so, Harry.
Yeah, screw Seachem. No, you know what I mean. I hope that wasn't supposed to be that lackluster. Be very much a shame, especially as they got a big stand. You'd think if they were planning to have what they had, they wouldn't.
Did they spend their budget on influencers by any chance?
Maybe.
They had I can't remember. It's really bad, isn't it? Shit. Was it Emma? No, I've got Emma on the brain.
The lady
today
that
for some
does the
reason.
Minecraft tanks.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's got
okay, yeah.
6.7 million followers or something.
Yeah.
Apologies, Mo. You should have just come over and like poked me or something. Like there were so many people in there.
It's
and
so
I was-
hard, isn't it?
It was so overwhelming with the number of people I spoke to as well. But yeah, you should have just come and poke me. Said, oi.
Yeah, a couple of people like at Love to Reef as well. I remember a couple of people saying to me after, "Oh, I was going to say hello, but you were filming." Just like I'm so tunnel visioned when I'm filming, and I try and consciously not be, but yeah, you need to just like get my attention, and I love having conversations with everyone. It's like the best thing. It was the best thing about the whole weekend was talking to all these people, obviously meeting people like Ron that I've only ever seen through a screen. Yeah, it was amazing. So next time, just say hello.
Emma's here. Good evening, Emma.
There she is.
Oh, hello,
First
Emma.
time I've tried to do that, thinking she was in, but yeah, she is
She's
now.
been trying to say hello to you all evening.
And the Red Sea tanks, one of them was wet, and the other one was. Did the other one have water in the sump but not in the display or something? It was
Oh, did it? I didn't notice.
like they had the little cube
Yeah, that was full.
was full, and then the bigger one that was in the corner, although it was still I don't know whether it's 250 or what, but it wasn't massive. I'm sure it had water in the sump but not in the display.
It's usually the case with Red Sea tanks, isn't it?
Wasn't there?
Sorry.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think of any other ones that stood out.
The TMC stand was good. I was really impressed with the fact that they were giving stuff like the books and stuff away. They were good money books.
That was nice.
And that was nice of them. Yeah.
Did you see the new tank they got? 1500.
Yeah, they're like prototype.
Yeah, it was their prototype one,
And bigger.
and it looked really nice.
Mm.
You know, on par.
Was that the
with
shallow
D&D.
peninsula?
No. It was a normal,
Like a
like
4 foot,
1500
was it?
long, 4 foot
Yeah.
tank. No, it would have been
What's that
5 foot,
load
wouldn't it? 1500 long. No, it was £1,500. That's what it was. £1,500. It was 4 foot long. Yeah.
Yeah, as you say, the DD booth, I think that was up there with, that was the most impressive like hardware, if you like, booth, I think.
And sheer, maybe sheer effort is a little bit unfair, but there was a lot of glass they moved.
Yeah, absolutely. And
You
they
know,
had
to
like
set up all those
skimmers
tanks.
running and other things to be able to see them. I think, a lot of.
And they launched new lights, new pumps.
That was it. Yeah, they had what, 4 new products or something?
Yeah, new tank.
Yeah.
That really nice looking peninsula. That did look.
Mm.
I did
It
think
was very nice.
I could maybe get 2 of them and put them kind of with the weird boxes on the outside and the glass at the middle touching, and then I could have a reef tank and a fish only tank.
I thought you were going to say something else then.
Oh, I was
Job
going to
done,
say
Steve.
fresh
There we
water. But yeah, I mean, I think Dan said in the comments a minute ago that I was really surprised with Red Seas. Really surprised that there was such little there.
I don't even think I went and looked at it, to be honest. There was, like you say, so little there.
You didn't miss anything. There was nothing new, and only 2 tanks. So yeah, it was a real shame. It could have been.
It's a shame when they're a market leader, you know.
Yeah.
And they do make really good products. Yeah.
Yes.
But you never know.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, maybe they couldn't for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Is there anyone? Oh, we've got Tim in. Good evening, Tim.
Tim?
Hello, Tim.
So I guess on to the main subject then. Flow. Thought we'd talk about a few different subjects. Flow was on my list, and I was thinking to myself, you know, who can we bring on the live stream that's got a different setup for flow than Harry and myself? And Liam was a perfect candidate for this with his closed loop system.
Very welcome.
So I've got pictures, Liam. Did you want to talk us through your closed loop system, and I can pull up photos as they
Well,
come
should we
along?
go for why I went for a closed loop system?
Yeah, go on.
So the first tank, Catastrophe, had what's called a flow to go system, which my tank builder had taken inspiration from. I don't know if you've seen the river tank from who is it that does that? Pantaray. Pantaray do a river tank for plecos and things, I think. Massive amount of flow. And basically it's a false floor underneath the fish tank that you put pumps at the weir end, and then it blows it up and over it like a continuous loop. Unfortunately, it's quite a tricky system to get to work. You have to get the right size pumps, the right size section underneath, and bits and pieces like that. And on mine, it failed catastrophically. So when we went for the new tank, I decided that I still wanted a lot of internal flow within the tank because of the size of the tank and the width of the tank. I knew I was going to struggle in the middle of the aquascape. I thought, well, the closed loop's really the only way to go with that. So we bit the bullet and went for it, basically. So I've got 2 return nozzles in the middle, one about there, and then one about there in the middle. You might have a picture there, Steve.
I do, yeah. Just opening it now. This one?
Yep, that's the one.
So cool.
So it's just two 32mm holes, bulkheads in the middle. I've now changed it slightly, and I've got them on T-pieces. So I've technically got 4 outlets, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All pointing in different directions, just to get flow in between the rockworks. I wasn't getting stagnant water or stuff like that sitting. It's all reasonably well hidden, but still a pipe in the middle of the sand. I love it. It creates a lot of flow internally. It does exactly what I need it to do. It's not quite enough to keep SBS happy on its own. Still need the wave makers.
Okay.
Definitely makes a big difference, especially on a wide tank, for example.
So can you explain for people that don't know about closed loops, like what makes it? Obviously, you've got the pipes coming through the different through the floor. What makes a closed loop better, in your opinion, or better for your setup?
So better for my setup would be so the rockscape is 2 foot wide, for example, and it's quite intricate with arches and caves and bits and pieces. And I knew that having the flow from a wave maker, it would struggle to pull through the rockscape, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So with it being a peninsular tank, I've got, for example, a gyre up on that corner, that end, that then blows all the way along and then back through, and it tends to just go down the sides of the aquascape rather than through the aquascape.
Sure.
I would definitely have it again. It just keeps the water flowing internally. I don't know a way to explain it really. It's just really good. So I've got the inlets for the closed loop, which is just on the end. I've got two 40mm inlets, one on either side. You should have a picture of that one, Steve.
Yeah, I'm just looking through this one, I think.
Yes.
That one's cool.
So just two grated inlets, 40mm bulkheads. And yeah, so they're connected underneath the tank that then goes to the D&D function pumps.
Very small.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolutely love the function pumps. I've
do
got 3 of them now.
Yeah, so you see 2 of them here underneath your tank.
Yeah, a labyrinth of pipe work.
Yeah.
That's the only downside. Yeah, the only downside of the closed loop is you bang your head trying to get in the sump to do anything. But the function pumps, for example, they've got all different settings with different functions, funny enough. You've got wave modes, so very similar setup to the Jabayos. You can set it on constant, wave, a pulse, and then random.
Yeah.
Really happy with them. I'm really excited for the bigger ones to be released.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. There was another picture that I found. Let me see if I can add that, because I think that kind of shows. Let me see if I can add that one, and then I'll add another one as well. So that's going to the inlets, is it? You see one outlet in the middle.
Yes, that's the outlets underneath the tank. Yeah, the orange pipe. So I wanted to make sure that I went with orange pipe for the closed loop system. Outlets as such.
Yeah.
Purely for the fact that if I was ever out and at work, for example, and Jazz gave me a phone call to say the pipe's leaking, I can go, which one?
What one?
The grey one or the orange one?
Nice.
If it's the grey one, I don't care. It's fine.
Yeah.
Orange one, panic.
Yeah. Very nice.
That was the only thought of that one. A safety feature.
That's smart.
And then you can see.
I've not had any problems at all with the closed loop. There's a lot of people I know that are worried about drilling a hole in the bottom of the tank. None of them leak.
I couldn't think of anything worse than buying a tank and then.
Yeah.
But getting someone else to do it.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I did. Let's drill those holes.
Yeah.
So this is the old setup that I had at my old house. So the 2 that you can see on top of the tank were originally return nozzles.
Yeah.
So I wanted 4 return nozzles because it's always been a peninsula long term. They're now set up in the top corner. So they're return nozzles. So I had 4 returns with random flow generators just to try and keep flow off of that end of the tank, like wave makers and stuff.
Yeah. There's a question from Ron. How happy are you with the flow of your living room? Would you maybe spin your couch around?
The feng shui or whatever it is called. Yeah. In an ideal world, I'd happily spin the sofa around. The missus
You
on the
spin
other hand.
yourself round on the sofa.
Yeah,
I'm about seeing.
Exactly.
Exactly.
We've got Gaza joined us.
Evening,
Good
Gaza. How you doing?
I had
Mention
a
flow,
bit of
Gaz is
fun.
here.
I saw Dave and Gaza at
you're
the
into
show,
it.
and I flicked the camera on straight away. I walked up and I said, "Oh, we've got Dave with us. Good evening. Hi, Dave. I've got Gaza with us. Gaza, I wonder if you could tell me what's your top 15 trace elements in order of importance, please." Yeah, I couldn't resist it.
He's brilliant, Gaz.
Are you ready, Harry? Are you ready?
Mm.
Good evening, Michael. How you doing?
Oh, Michael.
Who's that?
Harry's playing it very cool here.
He's
someone
really
else-
cool.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. Definitely. I saw someone else, I think, popped in. Maybe not.
Yeah, there was someone, I think.
Was it Emma?
I already said.
Emma again.
Right. Hi, Emma. Yeah, we'll do it again. Yeah, are there
Maybe
any
it's him.
other
Maybe there wasn't.
pictures that you want to pull up from the closed loop system?
Come
I wonder if you can explain this one.
on then. Yeah, so that's my sexy Jabeo. It let me down.
Oh, dear.
Yeah,
That did make me chuckle.
ChatGPT wasn't too happy with that one. I love Jabeos.
Yeah.
I think they're brilliant. Such good value for money. I think they outperform a lot of more expensive models on the type of waves they can create. They're
Don't
brilliant.
often see good. I was going to say good value for money. Basically, you don't see products that are affordable as well as very good in our hobby. So it's refreshing, isn't it, to have a company like them?
Yeah,
actually
exactly. I think there's a lot of brand
models.
snobbery with them in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
hobby that they're looked down
Yeah.
upon as such. I think that's starting to change. I think a lot of people are moving over with a lot of coral farmers and stuff.
Yeah.
Leonardo, for example, only uses Jabeo.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
superhero.
I think in a farm and everything, like they're a really obvious choice. I think the only thing some of them lack is they're not very pretty, which I think when you're keeping a fish tank, that's kind of what it's all about, right? But I think for yourself, Liam, you've kind of got that section of your tank. Obviously, you haven't got a weir coming out. You've got like an area there that has space for your pumps, whatever.
Yeah, so it's an external weir box on this one, and I've got the gyre, the magnet of the gyres in the weir box.
Oh, okay, that's smart.
That's interesting. So the dry side of the magnet is in water?
Technically.
Yeah.
Are they
okay
waterproof?
with that?
Well, so what I did is I used my brain and put a sandwich bag around it.
Right.
That would do it, yes.
So it's completely watertight. I made the mistake the first time of doing it too big of a sandwich bag, and the sandwich bag clogged up the pipes. Both of them.
Okay. Oops.
Yeah, that was a bit close. But yeah, it works. Does what I need it to do.
Nice.
So we've got Reefing by Design with us. Good evening.
Hello. Good evening.
Mention Flow to go and Nick appears.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Nick.
So closed loop isn't obviously the only option. Harry and I are both running I think you have a gyre, don't you, Harry?
Yeah, 2 gyres, 2 MP40s, and then obviously my return pump, which is a Core 20.
Okay. Yeah. And I have a Vectra, the smallest one, S2 is it, I think, and 2 MP40s. However,
Nice.
on the Jecod topic, I will potentially go with the MP40s next.
Yep.
I think one of the frustrations with the MP40s is they spin sometimes. One of these I had to magnetize it and not switch the pump on for like 5 hours to let it kind of stick itself to the glass, and then when I turned it on it was okay. And I like the idea of the suckers, and I think the only reason I would go with the Ecotech versions would be to get connection to Apex, and these don't work in anti-sync mode when you're connected to the MXM module anyway. So
no,
yeah, unless they fix
I
that,
found that
then
one.
yeah,
You'll probably
then I'll
have
be going with
another
the MP40s.
you'll have another EB 38 or whatever they are for the bigger tank anyway, so you could just plug them in there, no? And then still run them.
Yeah.
But it'd be good to also run the off-brand ones alongside.
Yeah.
And see how they compare. At the end of the day, despite the, I suppose, cleaner look of the originals, and they're a bit slimmer and that kind of thing, perhaps more reliable, they're going to do a very similar job, I suspect.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I can't see them being massively different, but I mean, like you say, that would be a really good test to kind of stick them in side by side and see how it goes. Definitely.
Yeah,
I like the Jabeo pumps that they've got the different designs. It's not just DMP, for example. You've got different shapes, SLWs, MLWs, etc., to muck about with, and you can adjust the flow. Rather than with an MP40, for example, you're stuck at that fixed position.
Yeah.
Unless you go down the route of the 3D printed nozzles and external covers.
What dryer are you using, Liam?
2 seconds. I'm not sure to tell you.
Oh, I've got a picture.
No,
There we go.
Have you?
Is that the
Or is it
AI?
Beast? No, it's not AI. That one's real.
Okay. Is it that AI-ish?
No, nothing
AI
about
brand.
that's AI. Nope. ChatGPT had nothing to do with that one. ECM, something like that. 180.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, ECP.
ECP. That's it.
180M.
No.
Yeah. 33,000 litres per hour.
Thought you were going to say 33 quid then.
No, it wasn't too much more than that. I think it was 140, something like that when I got it. AliExpress.
Not bad.
So my gyres, I got them. So they're the max specs ones. With the controller with the circular thing on it. I ordered the smaller ones, got sent the bigger ones for the same price, contacted them, and they said, mistake. I can't remember who it was. It might, I don't want to say because I can't remember where I got it. But yeah, I ended up getting the bigger ones for the same price as the smaller ones. But part of me wonders, I think it was shortly before they brought out the cloud version or a slightly different version. I don't know if maybe they were just getting rid of stock perhaps or something, but who knows? But that was a bonus. If I put them on full power, it's ridiculous.
So there's a good question here. What about surge boxes?
Again, it's one of those things in a home aquarium. It's difficult unless you've got a home pond or something like the what's his name on YouTube? The
backyard
outdoor.
ocean.
Yeah, blimey.
Yeah.
That does have a search on it, doesn't it? That's quite something.
I would be quite interested in was it a Twinza at Reef Palooza that they had in the corner of one of the aquariums that was like a box in the corner of the tank with a load of holes on the top, and it would pump one way and then pump the other to create waves.
Yeah, that's an interesting concept. Again, it just takes up a lot of room in the tank.
It's like having another weir box in the tank.
Yeah, it's not the prettiest, but an interesting. I wonder if there's a better way of hiding it, maybe.
Yeah.
Be interesting.
I suspect...
Tim's just said the Tunza wave box.
Yeah. I imagine you'd get similar. Oh no, something's gone wrong. You get a similar effect from a closed loop. I think it's just my Inkbird that has been doing this for a while. I think the temp probe's a bit dodgy, so I'll just turn it off. It's only in the thread tank. Apparently it's 24.8 degrees in there, but it's not.
No.
Reminds me of my D&D auto top up, that.
There's a couple of comments here about the wave box being discontinued. But but I'm pretty sure it was a new one. It might not have been the Tunza one at Reef Palooza.
No,
I
it
can't
wasn't.
remember.
I know you're on about Pantaray.
Yeah, Pantaray, that was it. Pantaray are doing one. So
I'd love a Pantaray pump, but they don't.
Mm.
They haven't got the market in the UK for them as such. We've got no
No.
one that's doing distribution. I wish they did.
yeah,
They do two or three different types of specifically for closed loop systems. They look incredible.
yeah. Did Rob not have Pantaray?
Yeah, I think he had a couple of issues with his, and then no one
Yeah.
to send it back with or something. It's probably in his
Yeah.
shed now.
He say just recently that he dropped a magnet from like his feeder magnet, the algae clip magnet or something, and it landed on the magnet on his Pantaray, and it suddenly started working.
Oh, really? Dislodge
Yeah.
something.
Well,
That's
no,
quite
I think it because it I could be making it up now. I could have been remembering the wrong thing. But isn't the Pantaray the one that's like a little magnetic? It's a magnet that you turn
Switch.
to increase.
Or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when the other magnet landed on top of it, it increased its magnetism and it started working.
That's quite funny. Oh, there you go. They
Yeah.
have support. They probably tell you to just drop a magnet on it.
Not very good support by the looks of it. There's no shops that sell it as such, is there?
No.
I've never seen a Pantaray pump on a shelf.
No, I don't think I've ever, apart from the one in Rob's fish room, I don't think I've ever seen one.
What? I've forgotten what I was going to ask you. There's a question for you, Steve. Maybe it'll come back to me.
Yes,
Yes.
mostly purple.
Yeah. I would have said red, but that's
Yeah,
fair enough.
enough.
Moving on.
I was talking with Liam just before we came on live, and I know Dan's ears will be pricking up now because he was asking about tanks earlier. Very nearly secured a tank this week, but someone beat me to it.
Oh, dear.
What size was it?
It was a water box 230.6.
230 or 220?
230.
That's
So he
weird.
had a
I just
220 and a 230.
I just bought a 230 on Facebook.
Yeah. And I said to Liam that like I was like 90% convinced I was going to buy it. I was just waiting for a few pictures. And then I suddenly thought, if I go and pick it up this weekend, I really need to have my flooring done. So I need to start taking up my laminate flooring and putting the new stuff down. That means I've got to go to the shop and buy some new laminate flooring. So I was in a DIY store buying my laminate flooring. It was all on the trolley and I was just at the tills and I got a text message from the guy selling it saying, yeah, someone came around to look at the other tank and he's bought both of them.
Oh, man.
I was like, okay. I need to go back to the drawing board. But I'm getting like so sick of looking at tanks for sale.
I think at least
Just
now
order
you're
the
probably-
ND one.
Yeah, you're gonna be more on it. Like if something comes up, you're just gonna, I think, go for it. But
Yeah,
it obviously
it's-
wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
So
Because
with your ND tank, Steve, that you've looked
Yeah.
into, what's your thoughts on closed loop?
if I'm honest, I'm a little bit scared of it. It's just
Understandable.
I've not, and this is the same for a custom tank. So the ND tank itself, I'm a little bit hesitant because I've not done any of that before. So I'm a bit. Do I pay a bit more and get the D&D or Red Sea version? I think from a YouTube perspective, it would be good that it's more relatable. People will be able to look at it and go, "Oh, that's like my tank, but a bit bigger." Whereas if I go with a custom, it won't be anything like their tank. It's not a big thing. It's just something that I thought of. I really, really liked the D&D 2100 and the Red Sea S1000, and I was really hoping they had an S1000 at the show.
Mm.
Partly because I was going to say to them, well, that one's been out of the box now. How much is that?
Yeah. I think they are a little
That's
bit.
the other
They're a different league, aren't they? The S, like from this, with the aluminium and the brace and everything. I think they're, yeah. They're
I
very
suppose
nice.
the other way of it, if you was to go down a custom route, you've then got something different. You know, it's not an off-the-shelf tank. It's something. Oh, have you seen Steve's tank? You know, he's got this, he's got this, he's got that. You know, different bits and pieces.
The Autumn Nature, that was an amazing tank at the show.
It was beautiful.
Really, really liked that. I did reach out to Autumn Nature about 4 months ago, when I first started seeing their tanks being talked about, to see about how we get an R180 into the country. And I think they replied to a few messages and then just stopped replying. And I don't know whether, I haven't seen any R180s for sale in the UK. Only the R120s. So yeah, but that would be a really nice. But then again, you're back at the same price point as the Red Sea and the
got to be up there
D&D,
with
but you got
Red
a smaller
Seas,
tank.
yeah.
So
Yeah, they are nice.
But two of those D&D tanks back to front.
yeah. I mean, that would be nice. But then again, that's you're getting to the same price as 2100.
You could do one side like a mangrove system with a nice high sand bed and some mud skippers.
Yeah,
that's what I want to do.
Cool. That'd look cool.
Mm.
Then the other side, the reef.
I can't do that. Harry's going to do that now.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be his tank next week.
Yeah, anything you say on this stream, I'm just making notes.
Avit Paul.
Avit
was the dude on the DBME stand, I'm guessing, from
yes.
That gave us the little
hello, good evening.
The little frag bucket things. I'm trying to remember which drawer I put that in.
Mine's still in my camera bag.
Yeah, mine.
Oh yeah, on the stand with Stevie.
Mine
there we go.
Yeah.
Hello. Good evening.
Yes. No, I haven't. I literally haven't even got the frags that I bought off of my frag rack yet.
So I've still got Ron's in the sump, bless him. But I've got to get my wedding stuff out of the way, and then I'm just gonna do everything at once.
How many times are you going to get married, Harry?
I know. Do you know what? There's people just waiting in line. It's the trouble. Oh.
So to put it into perspective, John, the Red Sea S1000 is £6,500. The D&D 2100 is £6,000, and the same size ND Aquatics tank is £2,500.
It's a lot of tank for the money, Steve.
It's a big difference. I mean, it's a big difference because the glass is thinner and the ND ones are fully braced. So it doesn't have to have as thick glass, which then makes it cheaper, etc. But yeah, it's a big difference, really big difference. And I think when it comes to moving a tank in and out of the house, do you want to be lifting a 7x2x2 that's 19 mil or one that's 12 mil?
You're only doing that once, though.
Trust me, 12 mil.
I struggled with
what
this.
What thickness
honestly.
is yours? Oh, Liam, what thickness is yours? Roughly.
Been a while since I got a tape measure out. 12 mil.
Yeah. Okay. And Harry?
I think they're 15.
Makes sense because
525.
it's braceless, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's right. We're gonna have to check that isn't actually really cold now.
I'll mute
Delivery
him for
orders
now.
ready.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. We've been having a bit of very similar beeping randomly in our office for about 2 months. And we finally found the source of it today. And it's one of these things that these annoying noisemakers you can order off of Amazon. And someone had double-sided taped it somewhere and hidden it. I don't know who did it, but I'm going to murder them
That's
when I find
evil.
out. Yes.
But that's the sort of thing you'd do, Steve.
It is, yeah. Yeah. I was mad, but I couldn't really be that mad because it was totally be something that I would do. Yeah.
Give me ideas when we visit Ron eventually.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to visit Ron pretty soon as well.
Oh, you're working up there, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm up there for work, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to knock something off one of the shelves and then blame one of the staff members and demand to see the manager.
I was going to say, stand at the till, scream and shout, and demand to see the owner, the boss. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Bernadette will come out screaming at you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just catching up. Yeah, Harry seems to. I'm hoping it's not an actual disaster that he's having, and that it's like Inkbird related. He's talking away, but I muted you, Harry, so we didn't hear the alarm constantly. Yeah. So going back to flow, we've been off on a little bit of a tangent. Let's kind of bring it back in a little bit.
Yep.
What kind of flow? So you got extra flow on yours because you wanted SPS.
Yeah, so originally it was always designed as an SPS tank, and it's slowly gone to a mixed reef as such. At the weekend, I picked up a elegance coral there, and it's not happy at the moment. I'm moving it around, trying to find where it will be happy flow wise. I've got a lot of wave makers, a lot of pumps, and I've got quite a lot of flow. It's just finding the right place that it's happy. I've had to move gonnies behind rock sections so they're not getting blasted, and then they finally open. It's just finding that right balance, I think, with the mixed reef. But then still having enough flow for the SPS, it's quite difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Jabaya. I love it.
Yeah, well, I had Nero 5s before the MP40s. I really liked them, and I liked how compact they were, but I didn't like having the cable running into the tank. However, probably the biggest annoyance with it is once I took the pump out and left it for a little while, I think in your tank it gets subjected to quite a bit of UV, and the cable itself goes quite hard. And I took it out of the tank, and it was just stiff. Part of the cable would flex, but then the last foot leading up to the pump was just, would stand up on its own kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then it just breaks right where it goes
At
into
the
the
joint.
pump.
Yeah, I had the same thing with I had an Octopulse. Exactly the same thing happened.
Okay.
Sent it back for warranty work, and they said, sorry, it's out of warranty. It's over a year old, and that's it. So I ended up siliconing it around the end and then selling it. I think, like you say, it's the UV that does the damage with the cable in the water.
Yeah.
Touch wood, I've not had any issues with the Jabayos at the moment. I've got plenty of them. I can just swap them down. It's fine.
Yeah. Harry.
Again, that's another advantage of you. Oh, go on.
No, that's fine. I was just going to check that Harry's panic is over. And
it's fine. It was just the Inkbird temper. It must have been off for ages because it keeps beeping for like a minute or two, then going off. And it's one of those things that it goes off. So I kind of just been leaving it to beep for a minute or two and checking the temperature. What I could have done, about 4 months ago is adjust the calibration of the temp probe, but I waited until I was on a live stream instead.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it made
Good
it more
idea.
entertaining, didn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
It did trigger quite a few people in the comments. They're like, Jesus
was the
Christ,
plan.
why are you having a live stream and playing the low temperature alarm sound?
It's on my soundboard just every now and then, just to rile some people.
Yeah. Flow in your tank, Harry, anything you want to add to what we've been talking about? Have you tried any other pumps than the ones you've got now?
Not in this tank. This tank, I wanted to get it as right as I could to begin with. So I spent the money. I financed it because I couldn't afford it, and got the best that there supposedly was. And they've lasted me, and they do really well. The MP40s I moved up recently, primarily because they were stirring the sandbed a little bit more than I was happy with. But yeah, I think saying what I've just said, Liam's tank is living proof that, yeah, Jabeo are clearly good pumps. And
Is now.
well,
It
Yeah.
wasn't 6 months ago. Yeah. Yeah.
I always, again, it was very much an aesthetic thing for me. Obviously, the MP40s, they're on the back glass, black against black, no cable, almost invisible. And then the gyres are very slimline, and they're the only thing I've got on the sides of the tank. They give the nice sort of ripple on the surface, and therefore extra oxygenation and all that kind of thing. And then, yeah, the MP40s are a bit lower down doing their thing. It's all random. I couldn't tell you the things because I set them a very long time ago. But yeah, it's all very random and all very contrasty, and the gyres are anti-sync. I think the MP40s are in sync from memory, not anti-sync. Yeah, they are, because at night the tank goes like this.
I think that's really important, actually, because I know some people that will just put their wave maker on, say, constant, for example, and it will just constantly go in one direction, and the flow itself internally doesn't move.
Sure.
And eventually that'll end up building up dead spots in the tank where detritus settles and collects.
Yeah.
I think you need to have that alternation and the randomness to stir it up a little bit. I think that's really important.
Yeah, like a tidal swell, and obviously,
Yeah.
replicating nature as best we can. Just seen Mark in the chat. Obviously, that's a reminder of what he's trying to achieve with his products. Which just makes so much sense, doesn't it? Move the power head. We've got random amounts of flow, but to actually be able to move that in and out, around it just makes a lot of sense, I think. And if you look back at where his product started and how it's already kind of gotten better. I know, Steve, you had quite a long chat with him at Aqua, and things have been slimmed down a little bit. I think from what I've heard, that's the main kind of feedback, is that it's just a bit too bulky to go on the display. The fact that he's already slimmed it.
I kind of committed him to another change as well in my video. The shaft, to change it from grey to black.
I'd agree. Yeah.
I think everyone will appreciate that.
Yeah, it makes
full
sense.
carbon fibre, fuck it.
Yeah. Make it look
make
awesome.
it strong. Yeah.
Talking about carbon fibre, did you see the tons? I'm doing this like you know what I'm talking about. The tons of tongs, coral tongs.
No, I saw the ones at Charterhouse. They did some printed ones.
Yeah. So Tunza had just a normal PVC type tubing gripper, and they had a carbon fibre one, but it also folded in the middle.
Folded.
So they could fold it away and put it to one side.
Nice.
I thought that was pretty clever.
Yeah, cool. Would you change anything about your flow, either of you?
Yeah. More.
Yeah. More?
Never enough.
So I was
Yeah,
looking at the water surface agitation in your tank,
It's quite
thinking
something.
that's a lot of flow.
At the moment, everything's on 30%, just to try and settle the elegance in as such.
Mm.
Closed loops on 100% on random. So when D&D bring out the bigger pumps, they've just brought out at the moment I'm running the 10k pumps. I've got 3 of them in line, one for each outlet as such. When they bring out the 15, 20, and then the 30k pump, then I'm hoping I'll either go down the 20k route and jig about with pipe work and bits and pieces, just to get some more internal flow without the need for wave makers, because wave makers are big and they're ugly.
Yeah. I thought the same, Dave.
They're amazing. I love these wave makers. But I'm saying I always wanted a tank that didn't have any pumps, any visible cables, any wires in the tank as much as possible, which is why I originally went for the flow to go design.
Yeah.
But now that we've gone with this one with a closed loop, I'd love to have it all constantly on the closed loop.
So you mean to eliminate the power heads that are in there?
Yeah, or even just cut it down to a minimum. So just the gyre on the weir box, for example.
Okay. Could you not?
That would be ideal.
How easy would it be just to, obviously you say you got the T pieces, how easy would it be just to put some pipe on them and, spread the flow further around the tank?
Yeah, that can be done. I could join them in the middle of the tank, for example, inside, so about there, and just do a closed loop internal as such with outlets coming off bits and pieces.
Huh. Yeah.
That would be one way of doing it.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about where corals grow and like coral reefs, they're all kind of raised off the sand bed, and there must be quite a lot of kind of upswelling as the getting technical here, as the waves sort of coming towards the scape, so it's going to be kind of crashing from the underside as well. So it's probably quite a natural thing for them to have an upswelling, because of course they're so close. They're a lot closer, I should imagine, to the sand bed than the majority of coral in the ocean.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it'll bring nutrients with it, I'm guessing, that's sat on the sand bed. We'll lift that up and feed it to the corals.
Yeah.
Interesting.
The only downside, the biggest downside I've found with the closed loop is fish.
Yeah.
I've had a couple.
No doubt for me.
Well, that's why I keep them in the sump, you see, away from the pumps.
Yeah.
So Ron sent me some plant pots, basically for ponds, to go over the end of the inlet for the closed loop, just to try and help stop fish. It's one of them. I've still got a pipefish. He's living life. He's loving it.
Wow.
Nice.
He's just learned his lesson. Don't go anywhere near the pumps.
Yeah.
He stays in the rock where he's absolutely fine.
Blue stripe?
No, it's the black and white with the red tail. I don't know what their name is. So it's one of the smaller ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mandarins.
how often do you clean your pumps?
Every 3 to 6 months, roughly.
Yeah. Yeah, not as often as I probably should.
That's one of the things I like about the MP40.
Yeah.
Is I just have one of these and I'll just stick that in citric and give it a good clean. And then I'll have a clean one sat there and just swap one over, put that one in citric, and then swap the other one over. So I've got 3 in, but only 2 in use at any one time. The other one's clean, sat there waiting.
You say about fish, Liam, that's the issue with me doing what Steve says about as soon as my MP40s are switched off, my 6 line darts into the MP40, and I have to stand there watching it with my phone on the Apex, trying to catch the second he comes out to get it back on. But he just goes in and out and in. Oh, I don't know why. Second they go off, he must hear it or something. I don't know. Senses they're off, and it darts straight in them.
I bet he's in there looking for Cobra Bobs or
Yeah,
something.
Yeah.
I think the closest one I've had to that sort of situation was when I was doing a water change and a load of maintenance, and a snail went down the outlet of the closed loop.
Yeah.
And then when it got turned back on, it got shot out like a torpedo.
Oh, no.
He still lived.
Yeah.
It's the closest one I've had to that. But no, fish tend to stay away from stuff. It's only when I've had fish that have died overnight or whatever, and they get stuck to the side of it. It's no different than a wave maker, really. But
yeah, and the challenge with the MP40s is when you tell it to switch on, it doesn't immediately switch on. There is a
little
delay.
bit of a delay, isn't there? Yeah.
They do that little shuffle thing. I don't know if that is in case anything's gone in there to kind of say, get out, I'm about to
turn into a blender.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I've had the MP40s and I bought them brand new, thinking I'd be absolutely wowed at them. And yeah, they were good, don't get me wrong, and they did what I needed it to do. But I sent both of them back for repair at least once. I had that many issues that I was like, well, hold on. I've spent this much money on a pump. She's not still watching me.
Sure.
I've spent this much money on a pump, yet I can buy 4 Jabayos for the price of 1 MP40.
Yes.
Well, if 1 Jabayo lasts me 3 years.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, in case she's watching, Jazz, an MP40 is £60.
$39.99. Yeah, something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Decimal place in the wrong one. Yeah.
Where are you buying your MP40s? You sent me a link.
AliExpress.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, is where I'll get all my Jabayos from.
Yeah.
Did you
But you must be
see?
careful of the fake ones.
Yeah. Well, you know they're fake because you don't have any Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Did you see the Kelleray light at Aqua?
Yes.
No.
I was quite disappointed in that it didn't look like a Stratton. It didn't look like the photos, did it?
And well, I wonder whether that was a different model Kelleray.
Okay.
But speaking to the person that was running it, I don't think it had been that particularly easy to use either.
Oh,
yeah.
So, anyone thinking about getting a cheap Stratton, don't go for a Kelleray.
I was impressed though with the price of the DD lights. That is, if they're any good. Obviously, this is going off initial impressions.
Incredible price wise. Yeah.
Yeah, for the spread.
They seem to be, because that Peninsula tank was really decent price as well.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, if you think, what was it? Is it 95 watts? I think.
Something like that.
And if you think, like, for example, a Red Sea LED 90, like, is at least £100 more, I think, if not more. Were they £400 when the 90s come out, something like that?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think for the punch you're getting, if they're a nice spectrum and a reliable, good light that grows coral, that's a bargain. That's for what they were listed. I think it was 249 for the
something like that.
They had on a 2.
So they're on Charterhouse.
Yeah. Okay.
The price is different, and their new wave makers are on there as well.
Yeah, they were smart. The way you could move them. That's what we were saying about the MP40s.
Yeah, they've got a lot more movement than the Jabayo equivalent.
Okay.
Adjustment wise, a lot. I like the way that D&D are going at the moment. Like the direction they're going in.
And their lights were quite white as well, which I must admit I'm really liking with the Stratton. I'm really preferring the more white light from the Stratton. So
Yeah.
particularly compared to because I had Red Sea Reef LEDs previously, and I found them incredibly blue.
They're quite a bluey purple colour, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Red Seas. Yeah.
There you go. Thank you, Dan.
Be interested to know what
looked
the
them up.
wattage is for the larger one.
I'm sure he'll
Off you go,
comment
Dan.
back in a second. Yeah.
Thank you, Dad.
Be careful bossing him around, Harry. He's like twice your size.
Yeah, at least. Yeah. Oh, I feel like such a midget. Everyone there was really tall.
Dave was there.
It's funny that Yeah,
but I think,
Jazz said the opposite. She goes, why does everyone say his name's Baby Dave and he's tiny? He's normal. It's yeah.
Yeah, I was really confused at first when everyone's like, Baby Dave. Like Dave, just Dave. It's like normal height.
Yeah. Bless him.
yeah,
It's funny how some of these things stick, isn't it?
yeah. He's a nice
Yeah.
bloke. Everyone's so nice. Oh, I want to do the next one. I want to do it now. It's just so lovely to see everyone.
Vivarium. The next one's Vivarium, isn't it?
Yes.
You going to that, Steve?
I don't know. I'd really like to. I've got potentially a holiday, and then I come back from my holiday, and I go. There's a work trip that I might have to go on, which I'll like immediately get back from holiday, and then go to Helsingborg in Sweden and Copenhagen for 4 nights, and then I come back and I'd have 2 days back home, and then I'd be back out to Vivarium if that all happened. So
Busy man.
yeah, it might be a busy few weeks, but I don't know. I would quite like to go, especially because they say it's going to be the last one. So
Oh, really?
yeah,
Yeah.
I heard it was going to be the last one.
Disappointed.
Every time I message you, Steve, if you tell me to stop messaging you and get on with editing these bloody wedding films so I can get them all done, maybe I'll come along.
So I can set up an auto reply. So as soon as
Yeah.
you message me, it just replies, "Get on
Thanks
with
for
your bloody work,
messaging.
Harry."
Get on with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No thanks for messaging. It'll just be, "Get on with your damn work, Harry."
Yeah.
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 No, it would be nice. Like I say, I don't know how true that last Vivarium ever comment is, but if it is
Okay.
the
I thought
last
that was
one,
a sure thing.
yeah. Well, I was told it was a short thing, but I haven't seen it announced by Vivarium. So
Okay.
yeah, until I see it in writing, I'm gonna hedge my bets and say it's not confirmed.
And of course, we've got Coral Freaks coming up as well.
Yes. Yeah, I hear they've got the UK's greatest videographer filming that as well.
Thought Stefan was hosting it.
Yeah, I say second greatest.
Ah, yeah.
Which will be Harry, of course.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be going to that one.
No.
It's quite a long way to go to then be reminded of being sat at school for 5-6 hours listening to people talk. I'd struggled
Yeah.
with it last year. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed meeting people, but if it was on my doorstep, I'd go under an hour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it
for
Three
me,
and a half
about
hours.
an hour.
It might be different if you could pick different ones to go and watch. Like, oh, I want to watch that one. I want to watch that one. But I don't want to
That
watch
was like
that
at
one.
Love to Reef, wasn't it? It was kind of, you had the hall to view different
Yes,
vendors
yeah.
and coral with it, and then you could go and join the talks if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I think for people that kind of really value a specific person's input, and if that specific person is talking, not only they're talking, you then get the opportunity to ask questions from that person and kind of interact, if you like, with the questions from the audience. I think different people are going to see different values in it. Obviously, for myself, I'll be there filming. I I'm really looking forward to seeing everyone again. It's so much fun, and especially I imagine I'll be staying there overnight. So if there's a group of us kind of going to the Green Man or whatever, it'll just be really fun to spend time with people.
Yeah,
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah. I think Corey from White Corals will be there. I reckon his one will be quite interesting. Jamie Craggs is that perfect blend of intellectual and entertaining.
Yeah.
So his are always really good, and Julian Sprung and Salem as well. It'd be really interesting
looking
to
forward
catch
to
those guys.
See Salem. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah. Excellent. Any plans for the next week or so for you guys? I know Harry's going to be making wedding videos and nothing else.
I've got a water change to do.
Nice.
Yeah, me too.
That's about it. Yeah, I added my Chromis the other day. I finally got hold of them.
Looking good.
I'm happy with that. Yeah.
How many are in there?
42.
Wow.
Okay.
It doesn't look that many from this view.
No.
But the update video you put on Facebook, was it? Or was it Instagram?
Instagram and Facebook, it does it twice.
I saw that, and I actually thought in that, wow, he's got a lot of Chromis in there. But when you look at it now, it looks like you could fit another 40 in there.
I probably could. I've got the sump as well, so I think that's about it, to be honest, for fish. I've got, 2 tangs, rabbit fish, and then all the little wrasse and little bits and pieces. So I think I'm about there. My LFS owes me another 4 Chromis, but I might swap them for some damsels.
Okay.
Just keep them as they are. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But
dare I ask if the fish we see are all of the fish you have now? Or if you
What
have
do you
some
mean?
hidden in the tank that's underneath your tank?
He's going tomorrow night, funny enough.
Okay.
Sohol's still in the sump. The gentleman it's going to, he's now ready. He's got a really big tank. He's the one who had Bruce off me originally.
Okay.
So he's got a 10-foot before massive tank. He wanted to add the Sohol in, but he's already got a few tangs in there. So he wanted to do it at the same time with another couple of tangs. So he's now got the collection there ready to go. So I'm delivering him on tomorrow night.
Yes, that's good to have someone with a bigger tank. I think that's a good little thing to have. I think I'm gonna have to look at rehoming my stripey. I've noticed my clam doesn't come out as much, and there is an acan head suddenly missing, just the entire head gone.
Oh dear.
And then I might say the wrong one, either Leptastria or Leptacera. I always get them the wrong way around. John Deere.
Yeah, Leptastria.
Leptastria just has a white chunk out of it. So something's having a nibble.
How big is he now, roughly?
He's big. He's at least 2 inches.
That's what I heard. As soon as they get over an inch,
not quite that small.
No, as soon as they sort of get an inch and a half, that's it. They start looking at corals as that looks tasty.
Yeah.
It was citric acid, Mo.
Yeah, same for me. Citric acid.
Yeah, I think vinegar is now a bit looked down upon, isn't it? Whereas it wasn't so much. I think people.
I seem to remember reading or listening somewhere, and there was a bit of an opinion forming on maybe citric acid not being the best thing to use either, and to use. I can't remember what the alternative was now, but they were talking about a slightly different acid to use instead.
I mean, it's all
Okay,
acid
maybe-
and stuff, isn't it? It's,
Yeah.
You wouldn't drink it, but we'll clean our pumps of it.
To be fair, we do drink citric acid.
Well, I was going to say citric acid. Yeah, we do, don't we? Yeah.
Okay. So I've just seen we have another viewer. Good evening.
Hello, good evening. How you doing?
We've been
Jeremy,
talking
hello.
about flow.
Talking about acid.
So while we were at Aqua, a bit of an announcement I can make here now. I've actually negotiated for a bit of a freebie from Red Sea.
Go on.
7-foot tank. Are you going to wear them for the rest of the stream? I forgot to pick mine up.
I feel like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh dear. Yeah, I find that even with the reef LEDs, which is what I'm running, they look better with the DD orange glasses, as in my corals look better.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Which
when I first got
ones?
them, I stood there. The DD ones look better. The Red Sea ones just don't really do much for me.
Which ones, Harry? Because they've got two different types.
The newer yellowy ones. Or is
So I
there?
prefer the older orange ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, they've stopped them and changed the colour, haven't they?
Yeah. I imagine the yellow might be a bit better if you're taking pictures through the the lens.
I've got both. I don't see a massive difference, to be honest.
Okay.
Even, yeah, those and the Nios ones.
Ah. Yeah. Well, yes, I could. If you haven't got any LPS, then you are more than welcome. Absolutely.
If you deliver it,
fair-
Harry, give us a shout.
And
I'm only up the road, so
he also asked if you still got your lunar wrasse.
yeah, I need to have a chat with you about that, Chan.
Okay. Moving on.
Yeah, he may well have jumped.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, I saw the cat running off with something the other day. I was like, what the fuck's that?
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I've not had
That's
a deep clean in the tank, so I've not looked. But my live rock section is where he was, and I was
Oh,
doing some
no.
maintenance and mucking about. I had all the cabinet doors off, and then the cat suddenly got excited and ran off with something. But I've not looked yet. I'll get back to you. I'll have a look, Chan.
Yeah, that would be
My-
good to. Go on, Steve.
I was about to say my court jester Goby that I got a couple of weeks ago was
No,
just completely disappeared. It's back.
Oh,
It comes
excellent.
out every evening now. So I don't. It's still only in kind of this back corner of the tank at the moment. It doesn't venture out much, but it is coming out now, and it's staying out a lot more. When I go to feed the tank in the morning, it's normally out as well. So it's kind of getting a little bit better. It's not quite as secretive as it once was, but
Excellent.
yeah, I think 2.5 weeks it just completely disappeared for.
Hmm.
well, I'm glad
Find
it's
a lot
come
of
out.
RAS to
Steve.
do that as
That's good.
well.
Yeah, RAS are normally like a
A
week,
week
maximum.
or so. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I was starting to get a bit worried when it got to the second week,
Mm.
and it still wasn't out. But yeah,
Yeah,
Killer
been there,
whales.
done that.
okay, all right. Sorry, what you saying,
Oh,
Harry?
Mo,
Mo's asking Keller Ray or Stratton. I'm not really sure what. Oh,
Well,
who
he's-
had
He
it?
he
Oh,
had
okay.
the Keller Ray light, and that was Mark at Ocean Sea Wave. And I think there is a comment from him somewhere above saying it was a bloody nightmare. Just scrolling up to see if I
okay.
can. Yeah, there you go.
that's it.
Yeah.
Well,
but
at least we tried.
there was-
At least he tried.
there was also Little Fish Aquatics were there, and they had an AI blade light that just randomly kept switching it on and off.
Oh, nice.
And
dear.
one thing that I didn't realise is there is no controlling it any other way than the app, and they couldn't get any of the apps to connect.
Right.
Oh,
So yeah, the show had started and opened, and there were people coming out,
Oh no,
and
bless him.
yeah, the light wouldn't come on. Luckily, it did come on. I think maybe the on time was just a bit wrong, and but they wanted to get it on earlier. I just wasn't having any of it. Yeah.
what did surprise me about Aqua was the difference in prices between the different stalls and where they'd come from. That was quite surprising.
Yes. Yeah, you could see a gonny at one stand for 25 or 35 quid, and another one, it would be 65 quid.
Yeah.
But you have to remember,
Exact same coral. Yeah.
You had. It's like, I feel like it's a bit derogatory, but you had shed sellers there. You know what I mean by that, and I'm not meaning to put anyone down. As well as store owners there. So I would imagine that disparity was probably highlighted in the prices because, of course, they've got a store to pay for, and therefore
you've got rent to pay for and wages, and of course.
So I think that's probably why it's, because I noticed on a couple of the videos and some people saying, you wouldn't have seen this a few years ago, and I imagine that is one of the reasons why. But yeah, I think it makes sense. Just let everyone meet in the middle, find a balance, and at the end of the day, I think if a store owner is going around saying, "Oh, they can't be here because they can sell cheaper than me," first of all, like, if you think they've got a better business model than you, then perhaps you should adopt that business model rather than complain about it. Not that I want LFSs to go away. Got to be careful what I say. And of course, it's not as simple as that. Thinking aloud a little bit though, but I think it's important for an industry to adapt and evolve and grow, that we don't just cut off new ideas. What have they done to you? Yeah. Okay, I'll shut up.
Yeah. No, I get the direction you're going down, Harry, and I think there is definitely. I think it was difficult at a show like that when you could find, like, that Blasto that I got.
Yeah.
You could find a one for 30 quid and one for 60 quid.
Yeah.
At the same show.
Yeah.
That was challenging, I think, for those people selling at the higher prices. But if you're going to buy from a shop, I would completely expect the price of a coral in a shop to be more.
Sure. Also, you're going to get more footfall in the building if someone like yourself has had an experience. They've got a £30 Blasto. They're going to then come back the next year because they got a good price, and that's more footfall into the, I suppose, brick and mortar stands and stalls. And
well, look at Kettering Aquatics.
Yeah.
So that is a more than 2.5 hour drive from my house. And I wouldn't say I've made one dedicated trip that way, but every time I've gone past, if I've had time and they've been open, I've called in because they have some really great coral at really great prices. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, for me, walking around the show, it was more the trackies that stood out and the torches. That, the trackies, for example, they're all come from the same place.
Yeah.
And one was over here at 180 quid and one was here for 90 quid. It's the same coral, similar markings. Not to turn it into a bidding war as such of everyone go for the cheapest.
I think the other
businesses have rent to pay, but
yeah. I noticed some prices were elevated because they then did big discounts on the day. And maybe, again, it's all different business models. And I think that's what's nice about it, to have the variety, because some people may, their corals might have been double the price, but they then did a flash 50% off sale for a couple of hours. And it shows you how different people work and how different people attempt to attract the punters, because you're going to hear 50% of coral and go, hang on a minute, I'm obviously going to check that out.
Yeah, and it was interesting towards the end of the day when we went to that UK Reefs stand, because that
they
was the
were
one
lovely.
where was it? I can't remember who won. Jay win with the
Paul won with
£25.
the torch.
I was with a. I thought it was a hammer.
Cotton candy. Cotton
Yes,
candy
yeah,
torch,
cotton candy
I think.
torch, 25
Yeah.
quid.
Yeah.
I mean, that's bonkers.
Yeah.
It really is. But yeah, they were doing lots of that. I'm going to scroll back up to get the name right. That blue eye lithophyton that I got was 20 quid.
Mm. Yeah.
You picked up a big Symphilia?
Yeah. Yeah, really nice Symphilia. £85 in the end, and we're talking 4 or 5 inches, like a big old.
It's a good price.
Yeah,
that's what a lot of the hobby's about. I don't think people were going there to spend £400 on a random green coral.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going there to pick up 20, 30, 40 quid frags.
Yeah,
from shops that they've never had the opportunity to go to and stuff like that. And
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Biscuits. Someone said biscuits.
Yeah, it'd be good to. I think now that we've all had the opportunity on like multiple occasions to see one another as well. I've spoken to yourself about this, Steve, about doing more like tank tours, going to different people's houses and things like that, and having kind of a deep dive into their system, into their tanks, how they all run, and yeah, doing little in-person videos. I think that would be really, really cool to start doing.
Yeah, it'd be good.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, I think we've kind of come to the end of our flow conversation, really. Anything else either of you guys want to talk about tonight?
Sharks are doing quite well. The petition.
How is that going? Because you had a lot of signatures.
I've not checked it for a couple of weeks.
I'm pretty confident that it had already surpassed the come dressed as an inflatable shark and perform the baby shark
too
dance
right.
Yeah,
level.
so I had this conversation with Jasmine, and she doesn't mind being on camera, but she doesn't want to be the centre of attention, and the same with the children. And neither do I, really. I quite wanted to go and enjoy the day rather than be hounded by people constantly. Can I have a picture? Can I have this? Why are you dressed as a fucking shark?
Yeah.
So yeah, the decision was made that, thankfully thank you for the signatures and everything, but I wanted to enjoy the day rather than be a fucking clown walking around in a shark costume.
But TMC were there.
Yeah.
And you've made a big difference.
Well, we had a chat with Colette, and Steve was in the background pissing himself laughing when Colette asked me if I wanted to buy a shark. When I said, could we have a conversation about sharks?
Yes. Yeah, I did interject and say, no, he doesn't want sharks. He's had a shark. don't sell him a shark. She wants to do some sort of interview or have a chat about it. I spoke with Steve from the London department, the head of livestock. I had a really good, about an hour and a half chat with him on the phone about sharks and them coming into the hobby. We announced that they've stopped now selling shark eggs, so they won't bring them in at all from TMC. Fantastic. We're getting somewhere. Yeah. It's, they're along the lines of they will only bring them in for certain people that order them. I think that's bollocks. Because I know for a fact that random little shops are picking them up as well. And they're like, well, if we order one in, then we might get 6. I'm like, yeah, I kind of get that, but be a bit more careful of who you're selling to, especially store owner wise. Yeah. But people are going to be a step forward, isn't it?
Yeah, you've made a difference.
Exactly that. Yeah. Something. We've stopped shark eggs coming in from one supplier. That's better than nothing. That's better than anything I could have wished for with it, really. And that's all I wanted. Just not to stop the sharks. That's not what I'm trying to say, but just to make them a bit more difficult and a bit more maybe educated to the customer buying the shark, rather than someone just walking into a shop with 100 quid.
You've clearly had an impact aside from, the eggs not coming in. I think a lot of people, to get that many signatures, people are talking about it and people have thought about it. Yeah. And those people may have been someone that would have otherwise saw a shark egg, seen it's really cool, and thought, I'll try that. I'll try hatching a shark. That's they look really cool in the egg. They do. But you've educated those people to kind of step back and go, oh, hang on. Oh yeah, no, that shouldn't be a thing.
And that's all it is just that second thought of, hold on a minute, what about when it does grow 4 foot long and it does eat all my fish?
Wow.
Jesus.
Well
Bloody
done.
hell,
That's
Liam,
incredible.
That's brilliant. Bless
That's
you.
incredible.
Good for you.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone who has shared it and liked it and signed it. That's brilliant. Yeah, I shall go back to TMC and see if we can get something else sorted. Look, they said they're on board with it. They agree with it. We shouldn't be bringing them in. There's quite a few shops that are along the same lines that they physically won't sell a shark for that reason. There are other shops that are quite happy to.
Yeah. I think it's, at the end of the day, the shops are only going to get one in if they can sell it. And if it gets to a point where it's more of a hassle than a revenue stream, they're not going to bring them in. So
Well, like I even said to TMC, even if you were to go down a different business route, if someone wants a shark, you should be paying what I think is shark money. If you've got a 10-foot tank that can house a shark, realistically you should be able to afford a shark, if that makes sense. If TMC was selling them wholesale for a lot more money, the shops are then selling them for a lot more money. It's then not an impulse buy if a shark is 750 quid.
Yeah.
Someone's really got to think about it, educate themselves. If Achilles tangs were 30 quid, everyone would have one.
Also,
and people would have them. Well,
what would TMC have to lose if they just priced it?
Exactly.
They could pocket the money at the end of the day. But
exactly. They're making more money.
That might not help the cause, because then if they do sell, they'll think, oh, right, brilliant, we'll get 20 of those in.
Well, it's one of them. We're on the right track. Something's happened.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're talking about it.
Let's keep going.
Yeah. Excellent. Well done. Definitely. Very well done.
So you got a new
Thank
T-shirt,
you to everyone who has.
I have, yeah. There you go, look.
All for a good cause as well?
Yes, yeah. So the merch shop is up and running now. Let me click a banner. Go. So I have a few bits I ordered. I did order a little travel mug. I can get it to pick that up.
That's
with a copper band on it.
I'd love a copper band.
Yes, I would.
I think I might have to buy another one.
Yeah.
Little drinks bottle.
That's nice.
And I thought, because it was mined, I got Dory, and it says, if life gets you down, just keep swimming.
Brilliant.
Which I thought was really great for mine. So yeah, I took the suggested price for all of the items and made them all a bit cheaper because they were quite expensive. So I think each item makes like £2 to £4. But like 100% of the profit is just going to go straight to Mind.
Brilliant.
I just think it's a really good cause. So
absolutely,
that's what we'll be doing with it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Is a reefing audience with, is that support in mind, or is that only the Love to Reef ones? Do we know? I should probably know. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Paul said that £5 from each ticket was going to be donated to Mind. If not, let's all just keep saying that so he does
Yes.
donate a $5 from each
Yeah,
ticket.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, that
Yeah.
is right. That is right. Yeah, I remember Tony Vargas saying it now. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely is. Yeah, nice. Good work.
Good. And you'll have Mark with you on Friday night.
Oh, there we go. Yep. I'll see you then, Mark. Talk about flow.
Yeah. You have to stand when you're talking to him. They have to go kind of go like that.
Yeah. Oscillate.
A funny angle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else you want to add, Harry?
No, I don't believe so. I had a little calc incident. That was fun, but it was actually fine. Nothing really. My pH
that's
spiked a little bit. I'll say a big water change. I did a 100-litre water change. It's a 500-litre tank, so it wasn't massive. And I upped my auto water change to 25 litres. I need to turn that down again, actually. Yeah, it was fine. I saw a tiny pH spike. Alkalinity didn't really change. I just got milky water. So my ATO, I didn't really explain that, did I? My ATO goes through a calc stirrer, and it just stayed on for some reason. My reef mat ended, so it had to turn on for longer than usual. But usually the apex would cut it off. It's the apex of Neptune ATO, ATK, I think they call it. Just kept filling. It wasn't until I heard, all the trickling come into the room, and the tank was white. So that was a bit of a scare. But no, it was fine. It must have just, I don't know, precipitated.
Thankfully, you didn't have any issues. Yeah.
No, I mean, I was pretty, because I kind of clocked that it was on a bit longer than it was, but I had earphones on, so I was doing a little, and then kind of did it again. I was like, that is still on.
Isn't it amazing
Yeah,
the little
that's
noises
quite
and
quick.
things that we hear and go,
You're so tuned in,
"That's
aren't
not
you?
right."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you join
No,
a
I was
live stream,
upstairs the
someone's
other day.
playing the Inkbird alarm. It stresses you out.
Yeah.
No, I said to my lad about that the other day. I was upstairs watching him play his Xbox. I could hear a funny humming. What's that? What's that noise? And go downstairs, and something that got stuck in. I mean, it was a load of nori had got stuck in the wave maker, which is making it vibrate a bit more than normal. But I was able to then hear it. It's little noises and how in tune you are with the noises in your house and the tank and
exactly.
the noises. The parrot's been fucking quiet tonight.
What's
It
that up to?
has. It has. It's not on your head.
No, she put him back in. Fucking thing.
Brilliant. Well, thank you both for coming on.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thanks to everybody that's tuned in and listened to us rabbit on all evening. Hopefully it's been reasonably entertaining. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again really soon.
Take care, everyone.
See ya.